mic. So yeah, hi Gautam, I'm Varsha. I'm going to be your tutor for the coming up classes for Angular Angular. So before getting into the topic, I would like to know about you and why you want to learn Angular.
Okay, that's good. So my name is Gautam. I'm basically from India. I have completed my undergrad in India and worked for 1.5 years on Python and a little bit of Linux. So after that, I've completed my master's recently in US from UMass Boston, and currently I'm looking for new roles in front-end development and UI-based roles. So I'm interested in learning Angular and Node. That's it academically.
Okay, that's really cool that you have a lot of backend experience, I think.
Yeah, a little bit, I would say, because there's a lot I still need to learn. That's what I feel.
Okay, that's really cool. Like we can really co-op with the things very soon. You will be having already a little bit understanding of the knowledge. So, but the thing is here, the front end is a bit different. But Angular is a framework actually. So where you will be learning most of the part how front end it will be displayed, and I hope you know few things how the Angular works. Do you know anything about the Angular?
Well, I know it's a kind of a library based on JavaScript, and it's used to it's used to write a lot. It's like I basically know a little bit of JavaScript, so that's what my understanding of about the Angular too. But apart from that, if there's anything else, so is it like?
Okay, it's okay. So let's quickly get into the point. Let's check for the first today's agenda, what we are going to do in this demo class. As it is a demo class, it will be for half an hour, and I'll try to finish off the things, whatever I plan for today.
Yeah,
So
sounds
today,
great.
I'm just going to tell about what is Angular and why and where you can use the Angular. And there is a technology called React.js, which will be compared with the Angular, and you will be knowing which is a better one. And then we'll try to create one project with some installations for the Angular. Then we'll try to create one component inside an Angular so that for your understanding. And let's check for the pay scales, how much an Angular developer is going to earn. And later on, we'll cover up I'll let you know what are the topics we are going to cover in this whole course. And at the end, we'll have a query session where you can ask queries related to you. So
Sounds great.
okay, first we'll start with Angular. So Angular is nothing but a front-end framework where it is launched in market around 2010 by Google, and it is the most popular for MVC. I hope you know about the MVC. Do you know anything about the MVC?
Model view controller.
Yes. So it
Okay.
is just, do you know the usage of the MVC? How will you use it?
Not much, to be frank. I just know it's a kind of what they use during. Yeah, it's a kind of architecture that you use during the development of screens or stuff like that.
Okay, fine. So MVC is nothing but model view controller, where model is responsible for managing the application data, like for the request and updates and all. And view will be displaying all the data. As for the, if you want some particular data to be displayed, it will be managing view. You know about the view. And controller is something which will have the relationship between these two, model and view. That is like an interaction session. Okay. So here, Angular is a crucial. Angular works framework is mainly for the dynamic websites. I hope you know for a few websites like this. I don't remember. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, fine. Let's get into the features. So these are the few features which you are being seen. I hope you are able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here are the few features of Angular. So these are the few main features of the Angular, why Angular is most famous apart from all. So where you will be having a TypeScript. Do you know about the TypeScript?
Yeah, another version of JavaScript with custom build objects and stuff like that.
Yeah, TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript, which means TypeScript have some more abilities than a JavaScript. Usually, what is the difference? I'll let you know in a brief. See, when you're writing a JavaScript, you will be facing some kind of compilation errors, which you might not be knowing while writing, right? Only after writing and while after compilation, you will be understanding there is some kind of repetitions of variable names or some other things, so which you will be not noticing until and unless you have some very good knowledge on it. So for this in TypeScript, where you will be predefining every data type, you will be predefining, which will help you in indications while writing itself. You will get some kind of indications in the code, which help you to understand the code and write in a more elaborating way, which help you to write a more flexible and like a code that is like really helpful for your further understanding and also for the further development. So this is the one main feature of the TypeScript, and TypeScript is a language, as you know, which is in the Angular is being developed. And coming up to the dependency injection. So I guess you know something about dependency injection. Do you know?
No.
Okay, fine. That's not a problem. So it is something like a design pattern, which makes it extremely efficient. So the programming paradigm allows like classes, components, and modules for the interdependent while making while the maintenance. I'll think you will understand when you work on this. Okay.
Yeah.
So and the other thing is data binding. I hope you heard about the data binding before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so where usually we'll use one-way data binding, but here in Angular we'll be using two-way data binding. For the simple understanding, I'll let you know. Like when two-way data binding is when changing a model changes. Okay, model changes, then the view and the changes and the view changing the model. It might be sounding bit difficult to understand. Like for example, when an event is rendered. Okay, when an event is rendered, the model changes. Whatever the model you're displaying, it will be changes, and automatically the viewer will listen to the changes itself. That is like auto updations.
Okay.
This is what the two-way binding is. So it is very helpful when you're writing when you want a quick changes to be noted. This will be helpful for you while writing a code in Angular. And coming up to the derivatives, directive, to define a class that can add a new behavior to the elements in a template, main for the manipulating DOM changes and updations. And whereas coming to the routing is the main thing in this Angular, which is really, really good for the navigation part. See, it is a single page application, Angular is. Okay,
Yeah.
where you will be having a multiple components in a single page itself. Only the thing is whenever you access some component from the same page itself, so it is really easy to navigate between the tabs and to access the component easily. So this is the main purpose of routing, which help you in this Angular really a lot. Then browser support. Usually few of frameworks doesn't support browsers. Few browsers doesn't support few frameworks. But Angular supports most of the all browsers, so it is really compatible. Then it is a cross-platform, which you can say it can go for the various languages. You can write away different kind of languages on it too. And it is also used for the mobile development also, like mobile based applications and yeah, applications, right? That's it. So this is what about the Angular. I hope you got some understanding about the Angular and Angular features.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's check for the where like as a platform where it is more used for the component based framework, building a scalable web applications, as I mentioned it before, and collecting well integrated libraries, a wide variety features and including routers, form management, client server communications. These are like building a really a cool website for you. Uh,
Okay.
Okay, so before we get into the installations part, I would like to tell you about the differences between the React. Earlier you heard about the React?
Yeah.
Okay, so React is the library of JavaScript, where Angular is a framework of JavaScript. So library is something which you can customize yourself. You can give libraries. You need to install your own libraries or functionalities, whichever you want. Whereas Angular is a complete framework where you will have a predefined libraries and all. You can just access them and create your own website. And it supports a MVC model, as we have discussed earlier, model view controller, and it works on a DOM manipulations. It directly works on a DOM manipulations, whereas React works on a virtual DOM manipulations, which means before accessing to the DOM, it will virtually display some DOM manipulations which are going to be done further. And whereas in Angular, it will be directly manipulated on the DOM itself. I hope you know about the DOM.
Yeah. DOM elements in HTML and yeah.
Yes. And as we discussed, it's supposed to a data binding. And here it is supports only single way data binding and provides inbuilt dependency injection, what we discussed earlier. And here any additional tool need to be managed for the dependencies. So these are the main differences. Most of the people will refer Angular than React because React is a library where they need to customize themselves and add things on themselves. So where in Angular, it is a bit easy for developing things, and for large scale applications, we'll be using Angular only.
Okay.
Okay, as you know JavaScript before, so it is bit easy for you to understand and go through the Angular. Yeah. So just let me give you some examples and create one small application for a project for you to showcase. Just give me a second. I'll just go through a few things and I'll come back. Just give me a second. So I think you know the Netflix, YouTube, these all are developed by Angular.
Okay.
Upwork, I think you were aware of Upwork, which is a recent website is booming in this industry. Upwork,
No.
yeah, Upwork is also a website built by Angular, which is really a good website, I can say. Netflix, I think.
Netflix, yeah.
Yes. Whereas React developed Instagram, Facebook, and this is developed by Google.
Okay.
Wait a second, I'm just opening my Visual. Do you have Visual Studio Code in your PC?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, if you want to practice, like if you want to go through, if you want to create yourself, I can give you a commands, you can run it and see.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, first thing, open your Visual Studio Code.
Mm-hmm.
Choose a particular location where you want to create this application.
Okay. Yeah. Done.
Just give me a second. So these are the few things we are going to follow. First, we'll check for the Visual Studio Code. Then if you have Node already installed, it is not a problem. Just you have Node already installed in your PC or you need to install?
I mean, I think I created with without VS Code, just in a normal. Let me just check.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Node 16.17. Yeah.
Node, if you search for the node-v, you can get the version, whatever you're having in your PC.
One sec. Let me open the terminal just to show.
Just given a terminal node-. This would be the command. Node-v. This would be the command. Small n. So you will get the version whatever you're having in your PC. If you're not having, then you need to install the node.
One sec. Sorry. I'm trying to open my terminal, but
Okay, what happened?
yeah, I guess I'm able to open that now. Sorry. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, I have Node. It's working. Yeah.
Now it's open.
Yeah.
Okay. Now just check for the node-v if you're having this node or
Yeah,
not.
I do.
Yeah, that's good. Then go for this third command which I have written on the PC, like ng new Angular project 1. Actually, you need to have a CIL installations. Okay, let's check for the first project. We can create directly, I think, after node installations.
Yeah, ng is not working. It says the term ng is not recognized as the name of a CMD-let.
Okay, then I think you need to do for some installation guidance.
Okay.
Okay, well, let me see. You need to install Node for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I do have Node. I'm able to see that command, version command working.
1 minute, I'm checking for the CLI, which you need to be download. It's been set up. Okay, fine. Okay, can you check on which version you are on in Node?
16.17.0.
Okay, that is the recent one only.
Yeah.
Okay, it should come. I don't know why it is not coming. Maybe you need to, okay, once we need to install the CLI. Okay, fine, I installed, but I'm having an error in my PC to check. Fine, there is an installation command for now, and try to create one if you can. If you're not able to create, then there is one more command which I can suggest you. 1 second, I'll give you that. You can see this. This is a command npm install -g @angular/cli@latest.
Yeah.
Is this command getting run?
Yeah, it's for installing the prerequisites.
Okay, it will take a bit time to install. So I hope you understand till here. So let's see for the further, like the next, we'll check for the version first. Then we'll try to create one small component and see how it is going to access.
Okay, I think it's completed.
It's completed.
Mhm.
Okay. Now give a command ng-serve. As you can see here, ng-serve or npm start, anything is fine. That is for running this, for getting into a runtime environment.
It says cannot be loaded because the running scripts is disabled on this system. Okay, I think
Okay, that means we have to set few settings in this. Okay, fine. Leave that. We'll check for the component, how to create a component on all, as yeah, having a 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I think you can show me and I will work on this later.
Okay, fine. In my PC also, it's not working. I think I need to fix some bugs. So this is, see, once we enter into this, 1 second, I'll share one picture with you so that you can see what we are going to get the output. Mhm. Mm. So this is what you are going to get once you run that. Okay.
Okay.
Like this is like a predefined application, what you're going to get once you run that server. And inside the project, you will be having a multiple files. Okay.
Mhm.
In which each file indicates some difference, like source will have some kind of app.js, and assets, assets where you will keep all the css, images, pings and all.
Okay.
Where we'll be working on app.js or the main file or index.html, where this actual content being displayed. Okay. What we are going to do is we'll remove all of this content, then we'll create one component inside it. As for now, our Visual Studio Code is not working properly, so we'll do it in the next class for sure. So here, what we'll be doing, we'll create one component, then we'll try to display it here.
Okay.
I have a React code which I can show you, but it will be irrelevant for you for the understanding of Angular. But if you want, I
Yeah.
can show it to you.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I can just watch it for now, and so that I can just understand that.
Okay, sure. I'll show some comments for you. Wait a second. I'll just show this window to you. If you can watch this is my VS Code where you can see
No.
this source and all.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is now we can't access this page as I have told you before in PPT. This is where we are going to get the all code. Sorry, not this one. Here. Okay. Only the thing is we need to change the concept and take it again. This is the main where we are going to connect these all pages together. So
Okay.
here in assets, we'll be giving all kind of assets like images, pings and all. And in main, this is a main component where we'll be accessing the sub components inside this. You can create one more here saying a component where you can import the other components here, and later you can access them into this main components.
Okay.
Okay. So there is a JS configurations which package JSON which can be changed, but my preference is not to change any of them because these are the commands which help us in running them perfectly.
Okay.
Like we can change according to us. Like if he doesn't want any strict mode to be followed, for suppose C in TypeScript will be following a strict mode, okay, which will be always saying a true. If we remove that strict mode, it should be somewhere here in the JSON package. Yeah, see, it should be always in true.
Okay.
If you remove and keep it as a false, you cannot see the compilation error while writing. While writing a code, what is the use of TypeScript is the errors which you will be facing while compilation. Before only while writing itself you can know. So if you make it as a false, you may not see the errors which you are going to face in the further compilation. So these kind of commands, few commands, if you it's better to be same rather than changing it according to your favor. Only once
Got
you
it.
have a clear understanding of it, then you can change and manipulate according to yourself. That will be really helpful for you. So, Gautam, as we are going to finish up our class in 5 to 10 minutes, I would like to wrap up the things. So this is what Angular is. It's a pretty easy thing you can learn. And as you already well aware of JavaScript, I think you can really understand TypeScript too. And it is pretty easy to write for you.
Okay.
I hope you felt the same after going through this class.
Yeah, to thank you for this introduction, and yeah, I mean, I can see that it's similar to what I have a little bit understanding of. So yeah, I think we can move forward.
Yeah, just tell me one thing. You have a experience on JavaScript, right?
To be frank, not any professional experience. It's just I have made some web pages and a few animations using JavaScript, and I have a very basic understanding of that.
Okay, even in that case, you can understand what like the things in
Yeah,
JavaScript, why and where, how it works, right? Like the
yeah, yeah,
events, methods, and the classes, predefined functions. You can understand them, right?
yeah, yeah, yes,
Yeah, that is enough actually. It's not like you should know and you should be very familiar with all the things.
yeah,
If you understand, that is really enough for you. Only the thing here, if you're learning something, only the thing you need to know, just that's it. You just need to know where what things need to be used. It's not like you should remember everything. You just need to
okay,
know where and how what things are to be used. If you know that, you can go anywhere on the online websites and check for the relevance code and everywhere. Like for see, most of the people will be talking about the communities for the individual platforms, right?
mm-hmm.
So if you see, most of the people while giving a course of Python or something else, they'll say you have a huge community outside there which can help you out. That means only the thing you need to know is how to use a Python or a JavaScript or an Angular, so that there is a outside a community. Like if you know Stack Overflow, it's a big community where you can
Yeah,
get a lot of help. Okay, like if I get some stuck somewhere in the future or for the installations or anything else, I can easily refer to the Stack Overflow for the dependencies, like whatever I required. I'll be getting an answers in that where millions of people will be replying on the same kind of problems. So it is what about the community documents. And here Angular is having a really good pay scale, I can suggest. Like I can see most of them get uh, about the dollars, like a really good package. So going through Angular is really helpful for you, and it can also make you to go through a full stack developer where you'll be learning front and back end as well. So it is really helpful for you, I think. May I know what was your designation before you were saying something?
right now I'm an automation engineer.
Okay, you're an automation engineer. So you are planning to shift to this front end, or you have some work with relevant to it?
Uh, I don't have much right now because even in currently all I'm using front end is to test it using uh, Python. So the current work I'm working is on the there is a few screens that work on C++ and I have to and Python. So I have to use the Python and do automation to check how they are working and if they meet the requirements and stuff like that. But I mean I'm planning to work on creating few working professionally in JavaScript and Angular
Okay.
to make sense.
So, oh, that's really good. Like you will be having a clear understand of front end and back end development. That's really cool. Like for a full stack developer, when you see people with having a full knowledge of front end and back end, and where you are in an automation, which can really help you out in understanding the whole scenario of how a website to be worked and automated.
Yeah, thank
I'm
you.
also
That's what
kind of
I'm
I also
expecting
do
to.
part of robotics. I'm from an automation development team also. I worked there for some time, so it really helped me when I was developing some websites for them. So for understanding, it was really really helped me a lot. So it will help you a lot, I think. And this class ends here today. Before I'm getting close to, I would like to ask you if you have any queries related to be asked.
Nothing. There's nothing.
Anything like what Angular or something you want to know? Anything apart from this, whatever I have told?
I mean, so one thing is like Node is being used in server-side programming, right? So Angular, is it purely front end, or is it like it has its own version of server-side programming?
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Like in my first class, you really understand a lot of things. And okay, I hope my slang is convenient for you to understand things.
Yeah, sure. I'm also from
Yeah.
South, so it feels familiar.
If you want to go a little bit slow, I can go for the little bit slow. Or if you have any queries, you can go for it.
No, it's totally fine.
Okay, then fine. I hope you to see in my next class. I hope you understand the basic concepts of Angular, like a very basic understanding of Angular. And if you come for the next class where I'll be covering all the topics of Angular related, let me show you one of the slide before getting into this. So Angular will be covering a lot of things inside it. So see, this model view architecture one will be learning, and first application, then directives, then expressions, controllers, filters, tables, DOM manipulations, models, forms, include, and Ajax usage. As Ajax is an for this interaction middleware purpose, and views, scope, service, and dependency injection. These are like a main concept. Once we are done with this main concept, we'll go through some basic application websites, like we'll do for the to-do list, CRUD operations. CRUD operations is nothing but to
Create,
create,
remove, update, and
yes, same. We'll work on CRUD operations, to-do list, and there are a lot of things you can do, experiment on the Angular. You can work on them all, and at the end of the class, at the end of the course, you will be having a very enough knowledge for the Angular. I can promise that.
Thank you.
And not only these topics, there are sub-internal topics which need to be covered. These are like just a gist for you. There are a lot more topics which I'll be displaying on the next class, and I'll let you know how to. Then in the next class, we'll start with creating a component for sure, as we have some installation problem. I'll do that for you, and in the next class, we'll start for that. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. Hope you to see you in my next class. Thanks for.
See you. Bye.
Bye.